Honorable President, it's been a minute, and the last time I was here, there were 19 young people who were stuck in Ukraine, and because of your leadership, they're coming back home. And whilst we're at it, President, I want to congratulate the Honorable Des van Rooyen, whom I once played tennis with. And the last time the former President Zuma gave him a task as Minister of Finance, it was merely a weekend special, then followed by a brief one-night stand as MK party chief whip.
Thank you, Honourable Member.
And although your opposition
Honourable Members, let's not drown the Speaker.
is about as unreliable as your backhand
Honourable
in
Minister,
tennis,
can you take your seat? I see a hand. Honourable Minister, take your seat, please. I see a hand. Yes, Honourable Member.
Deputy Slab.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I just want to find out as to whether the Minister can take the question. Lenas are not registered. Lenas did not eat. NSFAS has got issues.
I hear you. Thank you. Honourable Minister, would you take a
That's
question?
what I wanted to ask.
Would you take a question?
So although your opposition, Honorable Van Rooyen, politics is about as unreliable as your backhand in tennis, they're still better than those of Honorable Judge Hlophe, and long may your opening for the debate of the MK party last long. But also the last time I spoke here, President, Minister Steenhuisen.
Honourable Minister, can you take your seat? I see another hand.
Honourable Speaker, I'm not sure what language this minister is using. He's speaking with a twang.
Now let's hear what your comment.
So we can
You
understand.
speaking with a
I can't
twang.
pick up his twanging. Please stop the twanging.
You speaking
Sorry,
with a twang.
Sorry, Honourable Minister, please continue.
Well, you can't pick up anything. You can't pick up anything politics or intelligent anyway. So you're saving yourself. And so I was saying that Honorable John, Minister Steenhuisen was simply Honorable John Steenhuisen, cooking for himself delicious, healthy meals and minding his own business.
Honourable Minister, can
And
you
today he's
take
been
your seat,
useful
please? I see
running
another
around
hand.
the country dealing
Honourable
with foot
Minister.
and mouth disease.
Honourable Minister, can you take your seat? I see another hand. Yes, Honourable Member.
Ngikuthokoze mgcini sihlalo.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Ngikuthokoza kwamambala into engizoyibuza ukuthi
What I will ask,
angicabanga ukuthi umthetho weParlamenteni uyavuma ukuthi uDeputy or uMinister lo okhonayo sekanguMinister ezangakakambi la akayukama ngoba into ayikhuluma nje ayisirehe.
Thank you, Honourable Member. Thank you, Honourable Minister. Please continue.
It looks like it's going to be a long night. But as I said, and I agree with Minister Steenhuisen, that with all the things that have been happening in our country, we cannot afford complacency. And that through the leadership of the ANC in the GNU, and to quote an old friend of mine, I can see Honorable John Steenhuisen, that you are cruising very nicely. You may claim the easy victories, which Honorable Hillbilly here came to reject, but we will allow that, as long as you do not season them or pepper them with lies, because for us, the GNU is not about ministers competing, but about submitting to the collective responsibility of government. This is your government too. And unlike the Freedom Front and some from your bench, Honorable Steenhuisen, who keep one foot in the GNU and another ready to skip when things get difficult, you are within your rights to claim its victories. This is the nature of politics in South Africa. It's fluid, it's dramatic, but it's also occasionally, if you listen to the Honorable Leader of the EFF, who seem uncertain whether he wants to kiss the president or to kill the president. Politics can be very confusing. What must not be confusing, however, is the difference between noise and work, between performance and governance, between slogans and solutions, and between sophistry and action. It is from that standpoint that I rise to support the state of the nation that you delivered, President, grounded not in sophistry, but in action, coordination, and delivery. Let me begin where the pain is real and immediate. On the evening of the State of the Nation address, I left the chamber not to rush to television studios or to issue press statements, but to meet students from CPUT who were protesting outside Parliament about the quality of their accommodation. They were anxious, angry, exhausted, but also very uncertain. And working together with the police, student leaders, and university management, were informed that the last of those students will walk into better beds tomorrow. We've also been in contact this morning with vice chancellors of UCT and DUT, who have committed that the protests that are happening on their campuses, which are very peaceful, I must say, will be concluded as soon as possible. Our department, together with students' organizations, vice chancellors and college principals, are working around the clock to ensure that no student is left behind. So when some ask, where is government? The answer is simple. Sometimes government is not on social media, Honorable Lonzi. Sometimes government is in the corridor at midnight fixing problems. Student accommodation remains one of the most urgent challenges in the post-school system. We face a shortfall of 200,000 beds, and we will not resolve this challenge only with bricks and mortar. And that's why we're expanding access through a combination of fiscal infrastructure and digital expansion. Many universities are already rolling out digital and blended programs. And this work must accelerate, and similarly plans are afoot to digitize CET and TVET curricula through the national online system so that we can meet the demand of our success in the grade 12 cohort. At the same time, we must significantly improve the quality of distance education, particularly at UNISA, whose more than 350,000 students are the backbone of our post-school education and training system. Our universities are under pressure, but we're working hard to ensure that we resolve this crisis. But also your instruction, President, that we must build specialized universities, including, of course, the much spoken about University of Ekurhuleni, whom we will ensure that we accelerate. Your instruction also around the transformation that needs to happen as it regards to sector education and training authorities will be taken forward, and we will work with NEDLEC to ensure that your instruction that 40% of my data grant to employers will be fast-tracked. And similarly, your instruction on TVET colleges remains unambiguous. Occupational trades leading to employment, modern workshops in partnerships with industry, quality lecturers, and effective workplace integrated learning must define the future of TVETs. We will mobilize all resources, partnerships, and energy towards full implementation of the dual system, President, that we instructed about. As Clement of Alexandria observed, Honorable Des van Rooyen, sophistry is a powerful art that makes false opinion appear true only in words. When rhetoric is not guided by philosophy or action, it becomes dangerous to all. And yours, Honorable van Rooyen, is dangerous sophistry, discrediting the president's intent while opposing the practical step taken to realize it without solution is sophistry. Sophistry is declaring that your party has readiness to govern while failing to govern itself. How does a party without a constitution propose to govern a constitutional democracy? Sophistry. With MPs coming in and out weekly, and with Parliament constantly introducing itself to new MK party members, how is stability assured? As a party where relatives substitute for one another like royalty, and where Nkandla ensures the batteries to the remote control are always fully charged. And I can see there was a shaky connection between Nkandla and here. The former president decided to come here. MK, whether they are pushing the line that he wants or not.
To guard MK to make sure that they are pushing the line.
When you cannot even be a credible opposition. President, coordination is not incompetence. You've been accused that you are planning. You've been accused.
Honourable
that you've
Minister,
announced
can you take your
committees.
seat? I see
You've
your
been
hand.
accused of all of these things. But the important thing is
Honourable
that
Minister,
we've seen
can you
this
take your
work.
seat,
We've
please?
seen it work.
Honourable Minister, take your seat. Yes, Honourable Member.
Ngithokoze mgcinihlalo.
Thank you,
Ngibuza ukuthi
Chairperson.
ungqongqoshe
May I
angawuthatha
inquire if
umbuzo
the
ngoba
minister can
usakhuluma
take a
inganekwane.
question because he's just talking fairy tales?
Honourable Minister, would you take a question?
No. No, you can give the question to Honorable Manyi before he moves over to the EFF or to ATM.
Honourable
or
Minister,
TA
I
or
see another
somewhere
hand.
else,
Could you
because
take your
he's been
seat?
traveling quite a lot.
Honourable Minister,
recently.
I see another hand. Could you take your seat, please?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The minister is so busy reading that speech.
No,
he's making
ask,
no.
ask what you want to ask, please.
No, I'm not asking a question. His point about Nkandla has got nothing to do. With
No,
what
you
he
can
said.
raise that in your debate.
He needs
That is
to
a
stick to the
debatable
topic.
point, Honourable Reddy. You can
Debatable.
raise that when your member gets a chance tomorrow to speak. Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you.
Sorry, Honourable Minister, there's another hand. Could you take your seat, please?
Ngibingelele ngokukhulu ukuhlonipha
Greetings with due respect. The minister standing in front, we think all of us in South Africa, we know that
This is
GNA,
frivolous. This is frivolous.
no,
Point
that's
of
not a
order.
point of order.
No, and it's out of
Because-
order.
amavoti
Thank you.
the votes of MK party were stolen.
You are out of order, Honourable Member.
They are thieves.
Honourable Minister, please
We
continue.
see people of grants, they have started.
I think they're still hungover and preparing for the loss they're going to suffer at the local government election. They're filling in a protest for the next election. And as I said, President, that coordination is not incompetence. Planning is not paralysis. And shouting is not governance. Some believe that if they shout their sophistry loud enough, reality will surrender. But they blame you for believing in boring things, in plans, in budgets, in engineering, in timelines, and also in work being done. President, they say you presented dreams and promises. You may be constrained by resources, but we should never allow a situation wherein our ambition is constrained. Yes, we're nearing, you may be nearing you may be on the 8th year of your 2 years and have committed to do certain things within that period. But we should not fall into the trap of believing that because at some point there was a lack of resources, therefore those things will not happen. And that even if we fail in building new cities and in connecting people through speed trains, or the vision that you hold dearly of making the life of every South African better, we will never be blamed for being ambitious. And as some are interested in noise, we are interested in progress. And let me tell you, before we leave this podium, that some years in this house are too small for complexity, for patience, and for hard work. But governing a country, unlike playing tennis, requires all three: complexity, patience, and work, which is the work that you've shown over the time. Thank you very much,